Welcome to this video. My name is Hannes and today I want to show you how you can quickly understand bar chords. Before we start out, please take a close look at the video description. There you will find tons of more free lessons if you're new to the world of guitar playing. No matter if you're playing an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar, you will get a lot of cool help there and you will get all the basics you need to get along on my channel here. So now let's start with the bar chords. And I know this is a topic for most guitar players, especially when they're beginners, which frightens them. Wow, I can't play a bar chord, it's so hard for my hand and I don't understand where it comes from. And this video is for you if you have those problems. If you've never mastered the bar chords really and you want to know how you can do that or how you can work on that. So first of all, let's check where bar chords actually come from. I mean, there are so many cool chords which you probably have already seen or which you love. C, D, G, A minor, E minor, E major. And I mean, those are all open chords. What does this mean? Open chords are the chords where you have also open strings running in them, like in C or in D, in E, whatever. And when you're playing a bar chord, in this very case, you don't have any open strings at all. I mean, of course, there are bar chords where you have open strings, but you get the idea. Somehow those chords sound different and they're way harder to play. And the thing is, but we still need bar chords if you want to cover all the chords which are out there. I mean, the most famous one is probably F major. Of course, you can play F major like this, for example. Let's check it. A non-barred F major chord. Ring finger, 3rd fret A string, pinky, 3rd fret D string, middle finger, 2nd fret G string, and index finger, 1st fret B string. And you only play those 4 strings. This is a perfect F major chord. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to play a bar chord to play an F major chord, because an F major chord just consists out of the notes F, A, and C, and they are all in here. We have C, F, A, and again a C. But if you want to understand where those bar chords actually come from, and you play it like this, with your index finger put over the first fret of the low and high E string, you need to take a look at it in a different position and you will probably recognize it. Go back to E major, for example, and this is the cool thing about bar chords then, you will see in a minute. 1st fret G string with the index finger, middle finger 2nd fret A string, and ring finger 2nd fret D string, okay? And you play all 6 strings. This is an E major chord. And if you play it a little bit different, you play it with the ring finger in the 2nd fret of the A string, pinky in the 2nd fret on the D string, and middle finger in the 1st fret of the G string. Then you will also have an E major chord. And now, when you shift that up 1 fret up the neck, you will have the middle finger in the 2nd fret, the ring and pinky in the 3rd fret, on the same strings they were before. But now, when you strum the 6 strings, you only have 2 open E strings, which don't sound very nice to that. E, and then, but we still have the same shape, and now we put down the index finger, the 1st fret on the low E string. This is also a way to play an F major then, okay? We just shift up an E major, a half step, and then we get an F major when we put down the index finger and the 1st fret on the E string on top. And we don't play the open B and E string for now because we don't play a bar chord yet. But this way, you can understand what bar chords are actually based on. I mean, they come from other chords, from open chords we already know, and you can just I mean, the bar is just there to compensate the open strings, which are not there anymore because they will sound, sorry, shit, when you play them. The E major shape here, shifted one fret up, which is, or when we come back to our F major, which I showed you in the beginning, you play the open E and E string, the low and high E string, it doesn't sound very nice. I mean, the open high E string is okay, but the low one, no, that's not nice. And then we need the bar to compensate that we cannot play those open strings anymore when we want a true F major chord over all 6 strings, okay? When you go back to E, you see the similarity to them. This helps you maybe to understand where they come from, but still they're hard to play, right? So, as I showed you just a minute before, just try to play them in the beginning like this. This is not a bar chord, I know, but you can train this kind of movement for the beginning. You just shift up all the fingers from E major, 1 fret, and you put the index finger in the first fret on the E string, and you play the E, A, D, and G string, and this is a true F major chord. I mean, just don't hit the open B and E string. It's a beautiful jazzy kind of chord, but it's not probably the chord you're searching for. But for now, just play those 4 strings. The cool thing is just shift it up and you get another chord. 1 fret up, every finger, F sharp major. Another fret up, G major. Another fret up, G sharp major. Another fret up, A major. Another fret up, A sharp major. Another fret up, B major. Another fret up, C major. And so on. And that way you can train this kind of position you need to hold with your hand. And now when you try to go back to F, you can try to just push that down and release the pressure. Release the pressure. Play it again and do that all over again. Build up pressure and release it. And then you try to do the same thing with the bar. First, just on the B string. Get that done. And then give yourself a rest again. Always play it, let it ring for a second, and then give yourself a break and do it again. Again, break, and again. And again, break. You can also do that up the neck when it makes you feel easier. Because the exercise is the same, but up the neck it's a little bit easier, and then you can go back to F because this might be your goal to play the F major chord because it's in so many songs. But first you can just play, as I said before, just with 4 fingers without a bar. Then you can add the B string, and then in the end you can add the E string. In the beginning it will sound like this. This, happened to me in the beginning, and I can tell you if you're new to this, it will happen. Don't worry, if you train it, it will become better, and it will sound one day. So, build up the pressure, try to let it ring, and give yourself a break. And again. And again. This is a better training just to try to hold on to it for like a couple of minutes, and your hand is hurting because you build up so much pressure for such a long time, for so many minutes or whatever. So, but this dry exercise, building up pressure, releasing it, building up pressure, releasing it, is the main key to master those chords. And now that you know where they come from, you can adapt that, of course, to other chords. All the other open chords actually can be played as bar chord, and you can, that way you can find any chord on the fretboard. You can do the same thing with E minor. You know, when you played E major like this, you can lift up your middle finger and play E minor. When you put it up one fret, and you play this bar here. You get F minor, another fret up, F sharp minor, another fret up, G minor, and so on. And if you go to another chord, always try to leave your index finger free there. When you play an A minor chord, like this, middle finger first fret B string, ring and pinky second fret on the D and G string, and you play all 6 strings, but you don't play the low E string, so just 5 strings. And when you shift that up 1 fret on the fingers, 1 fret up, so it's 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and you put the index finger into the 1st fret on the A string, you get a B flat minor chord. And if you cannot master a bar chord yet, you have at least now a B flat minor. And you just play A, D, G, and B string. If you want to train it, put down the index finger also on the 1st fret on the high E string, and you get a true, or more, a true bar chord. The other one without the bar is also a B flat minor, but it's not as full, and when you're strumming, it makes it easier to cover most strings so you don't hit a string accidentally. Back to A minor. B flat minor and A minor. You see, it's just a shape, shifted up the neck, and to compensate the strings which are not allowed to be played open anymore, we need our bar, our index finger. Okay, I hope I could bring some light into this, because bar chords have the tendency to be like a frightening thing for beginners on the guitar, and I just wanted to take that away from you. Just train it in a proper way by building them up. Give your hand a break for a second and build it up again, build the pressure up again. And that way, when you do that kind of like for a couple of minutes a day, you will see how fast you will progress in the next weeks and the next month. And at a certain point, you won't think about how to grab a bar chord anymore. So I hope you had a lot of fun with this video. Let me know what you think of it. Just write it down in the comments. And in the video description also below this video, you will find my free lessons for beginners. Make sure to check them out. Tons of cool lessons there, no strings attached. You get everything for free there, and it's just a great basis for you here for my channel, so you understand everything I talk about and you get a glimpse of all the stuff you need in the very beginning of the guitar playing. So thanks for tuning in. My name is Hannes, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.